Oh, yeah. Here we go. First Monday of the month, the AK Ask Me Anything is on, and I'm super stoked to be here with you guys. Today is a day that's been magical, kind of that first real solid weekday into the month, and exciting because we get to start to chase after and really go after our goals that we're setting for the month. I hope everybody had a fantastic April. I know that it's been a very, very late start to the season due to weather in the northern parts of the United States and Canada as well. I know that everybody's been waiting around for that sunshine to grow those May flowers, and it's kind of that time where the weather's breaking, everyone. So if you're starting in the business, this is just an absolutely perfect time to get started. Not a better time to get started than right now to build towards a future that you really dream of, and excited to be on this journey with you. We're always here each step of the way for you. And for anybody who's in the business, well, you know the drill. It's springtime. Hopefully you have a lot of the beginning parts of your season booked up already, getting ready to rock and roll. I've been on our Wednesday AK Roundtable call where we have people that are just starting out in the business and people who have been in the business for over a decade and are part of the $1 Million Club. And certainly that AK Roundtable every Wednesday at 7 p.m. is awesome. If you aren't a part of it, then you probably want to check it out. We have a Facebook group called the AK Roundtable. Check it out. It's completely free. It's a place that we come together to build towards a better future. And I'll tell you, when you're with a group of people that are positive, energetic, and moving towards that growth, that scaling of the business, it's kind of inevitable where you're kind of drawn into this law of attraction of success becoming inevitable for you. Let's drill into the Ask Me Anything. That's what it is, the AMA every month, first Monday of every month. So appreciate you guys being here. Thank you for all the support each and every day from all of you guys on social media, on YouTube, and certainly all the people that phone us and private message us and chat with us. We really appreciate being a part of your journey. We truly do. We are on a mission to impact and help people as much as we possibly can. And so the more we help you, the more you can help other people. And we're excited to be here. All right, let's dig in right now. So we've got a question in from Ryan. It says, I'm currently waiting on my drum sprayer to be delivered and working on a few quotes for my first job. At what square footage is a price break given? And what are other circumstances that warrant a break or increase? I'm focusing on residential at this point. It's actually a fantastic question and a question that commonly comes in, for residential, small commercial, mid-sized commercial, and large commercial. Pricing can change quite dramatically. And the key is to set your pricing rules really, keep them disciplined, and, don't be bouncing all over the place. If you're doing, let's say, a 600 square foot driveway, then you're going to go approximately with that 40 cents a square foot. And we actually have people in different areas going as high as 50 cents a square foot right now in the markets because of inflation. So material costs are all rising. And so you want to make sure that you're adjusting your pricing per square foot to make sure that you're holding your margin through that. Because at the end of the day, you're in business to make money, not just get by. And so what I strongly recommend for residential is going anywhere from that 40 to 50 cents a square foot up to that, 1,500 to 2,000 square foot range. And then when you get into larger driveways, you want to take things into consideration like travel time, fuel, paperwork in between jobs. So if you're on bigger jobs, then you can really evaluate how much time you're saving by not having to go from one job to the next job, but instead focusing on one job for, let's say, 4 hours versus 4 different jobs over the course of 4 hours. Because of course, you're standing there on let's say a 2,500 square foot driveway, and you're doing that work straight. Well, that's a great way for you to really spend your time. Imagine doing 4 2,500 square foot driveways in a day. I'd prefer to do that versus, let's say, 15 600 square foot driveways in a day. Therefore, your price on the larger driveways should drop down to, in around that 25, 30, 35 cents a square foot. But that really is also impacted based upon your cost of goods. So if you, let's say, you're getting your sealer at X amount of dollars per gallon, then you want to really look at what your markup is going to be on that. So if you're wanting to make 60% margin, then you would take the price of your cost of goods per square foot, and you'd multiply that cost by the total square feet, and that would give you your total cost for the job as to the number of gallons you need. And then to get, let's say, 60% margin on that, you would divide it by 0.40, so by 0.4, and that will give you 60% margin. Some people mark it up, 1.60, but the actual margin calculation that's actually accurate is to divide it by the 0.4. The other 0.6 gets you to 1. So that's a math equation. If you have questions regarding that math equation, feel free to drop a comment and we'll give you that formula on whatever platform you're on. The other thing that can impact your price is the condition of the asphalt. So let's say that you have a driveway that's needing 2 coats. That can be something where you're going to have to, look at your cost of a 2-coat application because the driveway is old and porous and aggregates exposed. So it's going to take more sealer. It's going to act more like a sponge, and it will require more sealer application, meaning that your cost per square foot is higher. Usually on a 2-coat application, you probably go about 1.5 times. So you have to do 1.5 times the amount of quantity than what you would on a freshly sealed. When I say freshly sealed, a maintained asphalt surface, let's say seal coated 2 years ago, and or a brand new paved driveway that might be only a year old. You're not going to need as much sealer to do that application. So really do your cost analysis and then do your margin markup to determine your real price increase. And of course, look around with your competition and different people in different states. Social media is such a great place to connect and communicate with people about what they're charging in markets. On the AK Roundtable, it's a perfect place to ask this kind of question where you can interact and engage with other business owners that are all over North America. Hope that helps answer your question somewhat. Let's go a little bit further into some more questions. All right, so let's go with Joe. I just bought the tote system last year, used a sprayer at a half a tote, wondering what the difference is if I pumped it out on the ground and use squeegee. It's a great question. So we're actually putting out a driveway seal coating kickstart course tomorrow. That's the driveway seal coating kickstart course. And Greg Francis, Seal Coating His Life, and I got together and put this driveway seal coating kickstart course together to help people start their own driveway sealing business. And in that course, Greg Francis he applies sealer by hand for all residential with a sealer brush, not a squeegee. The brush gives more texture and gives it a little bit more traction, and I find a nicer finish as well versus squeegee. But yeah, you can absolutely take the tip off of your spray gun and you can pump out beads of sealer, puddles of sealer, and really work those puddles throughout the driveway and work from top to bottom, dragging your sealer and brushing it on, doing your edges and working your way down. If you want to check out some really cool hand applications that are done by brush and exactly that method, Joe, you can check out Seal Coating His Life on YouTube, and I'm sure the channel link will get dropped in the comments on both Facebook and YouTube here by our team to make sure you can access or you can see a lot of Greg's, there he is. We got Greg Francis on. What's up, buddy? Hope you're awesome, man. Yeah, go check him out, man. He's got over 30 million views on his YouTube channel, and he's awesome. Like, he's an artist when it comes to hand application. Check that out, Joe. It's awesome. And anybody else who wants to see a master at hand application. Let's go in here. Let's go into another question. Here we go. Guys, thank you so much for being here. We've got so many people on. I appreciate that very, very much. Feel free to drop any questions, by the way, into the comment box anytime at all. And feel free to give advice as well. Like if you've been in the industry or you are in the industry, feel free to drop some advice in here, guys. I'm not the only one with answers. I'm here to work together collaboratively and make sure that we're all on this mission for a better version of what we have right now. Alfredo Gutierrez. Hello, Judson. I'm thinking about beginning the asphalt seal coating business. I have some questions. Do we need a county or city license to do seal coating and striping? I'm based in Osceola, Florida, County, Florida. It's a really hard question for me to answer because literally county to county, it can be totally different. And so I don't want to speak out of term or say something that's incorrect. I really want to advise properly, which is really speak with your county, town hall, and speak with the authorities about about whether or not you do need a license for your particular service that you're going to be providing for seal coating and striping. There are many counties that don't require it, but there are many that do. Florida's pretty darn strict on that stuff, so I would just check there. I don't want to say yes or no. It's best that you check just to be sure. And for anybody else that's considering, check with your authorities to make sure that you're getting the proper answer. And you don't want to just go out without a license and do it if you do need a license, because at the end of the day, last thing you want to do is start something that shuts you down, and then you've got a tarnished reputation or credibility attached to your brand around that. You don't want that. You might as well start out properly and work your way along and do this right out of the gate. Ruben, in regards to get the equation formula, where can I get the equation formula? That formula we will post actually. If anybody wants to plug their email address into the comments of any of this, any platform that you're on, whether it's Facebook or email address in and ask your question, get to the answer. That formula is going to be easiestly laid out by email, so feel free to do that, or go to our website. If you're not feeling comfortable plugging your email into the comments, just go to our website and click contact us and just make your requests there. We've got a whole team of people there to help you and serve you guys, so hopefully that helps. Greg Francis, I'm so excited about. By the way, happy birthday, brother. It is your birthday today. Super stoked. Super stoked for you, man, and I couldn't be more excited for you, my man. It's an incredible thing to celebrate. You celebrate being on your birthday, and I know you're 23 now, so awesome, man. Congratulations. Nick Mary, I see some people who use the squeegee application and walk back over the product. I thought this would leave prints even if you swipe back over it. Am I wrong? Nick, first off and foremost, thank you for being here. I cannot wait for you to crush it. You've got material that's going to be on the way shortly. I'm stoked for that. As soon as this warm weather is here now, you're going to get ready to actually crush. In regards to your question, my man, walk all over the sealer while it's still wet, but you want to make sure that you pass back over it with your brush. Again, I wouldn't recommend squeegee. I'm not a squeegee guy. I prefer a brush or spray application. But I know that, on this driveway seal coating kickstart course that you're going to see tomorrow, because I'm going to send it to you, you're going to see those hand applications, and that will really give you the layout of the land of the lay of how you're going to actually do that hand application. But yeah, you can walk on it with your boots, man, no problem at all, as long as you're brushing back over those footprints. No problem at all. Who do I recommend for insurance? It's a great question, man. I don't have a particular insurance company that I do recommend. You are currently insured, you have auto insurance, connections through family members and friends where maybe you can get a preferred rate through a connection that you might have. But I would always recommend having, of course, your liability insurance and being fully insured as you're going out and doing this kind of work. Guys, if you have a busted hose sprays all over people's cars, a building, or it's for gracious, something else happens, you run into something or hurt someone, you want to make sure that you have insurance. So I don't have a particular insurance company that I promote, but I would certainly speak with people Hopefully that helps, Matthew. I know it's not answering your question directly, but speak with people that you're connected with to see, if they have any advice, and maybe they can connect you with an agent that you can get some preferred rates with. Chris Filippelli, what's up, my man? Wow, Surface Solutions right in town, right here. Hey guys, if you're not following Christopher Filippelli, you should be. He's awesome. He's on the AK Roundtable every week. Thank you for being there and always paying it forward. Everybody who's a part of the AK Roundtable every Wednesday at 7 p.m. and getting a ton of value. He shares so much, man, and I'm excited, really excited to have this group continuously growing. To the AK Roundtable, the spot to do that would be you can go to Facebook, and we'll also Facebook AK Roundtable, that's the group name, and we're also going to be posting the links to the AK Roundtable in the comments thread here on both Facebook and YouTube. In question, Chris, when you first started, who is one person that really believed in you? How did that help you? Man, that's a great question, brother. There was somebody who really, really believed in me, and it was actually my dad. My dad really believed in me. He's my dad's an entrepreneur, grew up, grew up businesses. He was always extremely independent and always pushing all of his children. There's four of us into really having the freedom and living a life of owning our own business. And so he believed in me, and he helped me right at the very beginning to really just be motivated to go out and focus on making it happen. And so he really believed in me. And I think the other people that believed in me was my mother and my stepfather really believed in me as well. And I think the person that really believed in me the most, like truly, was me. It was me. I truly believed in me. I believed that I could do it. I believed that I could actually go and knock on a door. I believed that I could go hand out a proposal. I believed that I could do a driveway and solve people's problems and give them value. I believed that my future would be bright. And I think that stemmed from my parents growing up. I was always around people who believed that they could do it as well. And so that belief was instilled at me in a young age. And I'll tell you, man, it's when you start to really believe in you, when you can look in the mirror at the end of the day and every morning and just be like, you got this, man. Like, you got this. You got this. You're going to impact people's lives positively. You're going to go out and solve problems today. You're going to give the value that people need to be able to transact with you and trade that for the value that you deliver. If you can help somebody to do something that makes life better, then you're going to do really well. Now, if you can help a lot of people make their life better, then you're going to make even more money and you're going to be more successful. But yeah, Chris, man, yeah, my parents, man, they believed in me and I believed in me. And over the years, it's interesting because on the AK Roundtable a couple of weeks ago when we had Keith Calloway from K&L Industries on, it was all about believe, and the analogy that he used was, there was this time where he was sitting along a river. This is an analogy, but this story is awesome. He was sitting along the bank of a river, and he's fishing with his fishing pole, and he's got a little 6-pack of beer next to him and his little fold-out chair, and he's got his rod on the edge of the river side, and he's fishing, catching little fish, and then then he sees this big fishing vessel come down the middle of the river, big fishing rigs and music and people dancing on it and going after catching big fish, and the difference between the person on the riverbed that's fishing with the pole and the stick is that's what they believe they can do. But when you actually believe past that, when you believe in a bigger mission, a bigger journey, a big story, and you commit to that and you stay disciplined and determined, it's incredible how you can end up on that boat. I mean, don't mark my words on this, but I think he took his business from 2 million and they're going after, I don't know, 12 or 15 million this year or something. I mean, that's 4 years later. Believe in yourself, believe. And yeah, Chris, that was a long-winded way of answering your question, my man, but hopefully it helps inspire some people on here to believe in yourself. And if you don't have people that believe in you or around you, you better surround yourself with people that do. And that's why we created the AK Roundtable, is because just try it out, man. Come on, Wednesday, 7 p.m. Check out the Roundtable, get on there, and let me tell you if you can actually start to believe even more. And guys, comment. If you guys are a part of the AK Roundtable, post in here, because I want you to honestly give your feedback about whether you believe more in yourself than you did after joining the Roundtable for the last several weeks. When I say several, we've been going now for over 8 weeks, but yeah, I'm so excited about that every week. Here we go. Nick Mary, I've noticed on my AC or AK130 when spraying the pattern isn't a perfectly even spray. Any recommendations on solving this? I've tried the 3 tips that are usually provided. Also, I'm just testing on a clean out machine, water only. Yeah, I would clean your unit out completely, and then I would make sure that your sealer is diluted at the proper spec according to the manufacturer. So a lot of the time, if you are spraying sealer out of the AK130 or 230 and you're getting kind of 2 lines on both ends of it, you're probably running a little bit too concentrated, I would assume. You really want to be going around that 30% dilution total. And so, Nick, I can chat with you about that, and we can test some different variations that will hopefully increase that pattern. The other thing, too, is that you want to make sure that your sealer's mixed well, but not overmixed. You don't want it to be foamy. So let's connect on that, and we'll chat a little bit more about these kind of things to be able to optimize and get your unit up to the performance that's needed. You know, as you get into air operated units, and Nick, I mentioned about the AirBoss 300 that we've launched. Team, put the link in the comments about the AirBoss 300. The AirBoss 300 is going to start to ship middle of May. We're only a couple weeks away. And it's a market disruptor for under 10 grand. You have an air operated manual agitated tank, dual diaphragm pump, compressor, and you can really crank up the pressure. You can hold that gun almost at thigh height, man, and you can blast sealers as much as you want. Not that I recommend that you pressurize it that much, but definitely air operated is the way to go if you're going to be doing big commercial work. However, Nick, relating to your question, I can help you optimize that spray system, make sure your sealer's in the right state for proper application without lines. Let's chat about that. The other thing too is cooler temperatures will thicken the sealer and it will give a more of a rough output. So let's chat about that, my man. Matthew Stump, here we go. How do you feel the best way to go from just residential to adding commercial applications and striping? My equipment purchase will be next week, by the way. Stoked for you. Congratulations. I can't wait to crush it with you. Super excited for you to be on this journey, man. And I know it's been a long time coming, so I'm sure you're ready to rock and roll. Get some water in me so I don't lose my voice here. How do you feel about the best way to go from just residential to adding commercial applications and striping? First and foremost, residential, selling those jobs, you have to believe that you're solving their problems and giving them the value. So residential homeowners want three things, right? They want their driveway to look great. They want to prolong the assets. They want to prolong its life, which save money. And then they also want it to be safe, right? So those three things: look great, prolong the asset to save money, and keep it safe. Those three things. So if you can do those three things for residential, then you can give them a proposal that's converting them into believing that you're the right solution to take care of their pavement asset. That's no different than commercial. I'll say that again. If you can do that with a residential homeowner, then there's no reason why you can't do it with a small commercial or mid-sized commercial or even a large-sized commercial. The key is that you need professional branding through the process. You need to have a proper proposal template, which we have at AK. You can use the proposal templates, or you might want to choose Payman Pro, which is a customer management system that allows you to output professional proposals in minutes, and that gives you a professional output. You need to practice your role playing, or as we say, role practicing in sales. You want to be able to do that with your family members, your friends. You might want to come on the AK roundtable and let's say, hey, I want to approach my first commercial job. Let's do a role practice where we actually are jamming together. But athletic teams, what do? They practice every single day. Why do they practice every single day? Because they want to win. And you need to do that too, right? So practice your sales. You want to be able to make sure that you have the proper equipment and supplies to be able to do the application. As an example, you might be able to do the crack repair and the surface prep, crack sealing and seal coating for a commercial job, but you might not have the striping equipment or the know-how to do that just as of yet. So instead, let's connect and let's find a striping contractor that can do striping services for you that you could sub in to do that part of the work until you get ramped up where you can become a full suite service asphalt maintenance company that's doing everything from surface prep to striping, right? So don't feel like you have to do it all. Just make sure that you're doing everything that you need up until the point where you need somebody else to help you. And those partners, of course, AK Roundtable or other striping contractors in your neck of the woods, those are the kind of things that I would strongly recommend. But yeah, residential to commercial, what does that transition look like? Believe in yourself and have the necessary collateral to be able to wow your commercial clients that you'll become their pavement asset manager for. Great question. All right, Jeremy, thank you for replying. Jeremy Staple, what's up? What's up? I don't know where you are on planet Earth right now, but I know you're as per usual. And thank you so much for the post there, Jeremy. That's great stuff, man. See, I love this paying it forward team. It's not only me, it's everybody on here. Let's all work together to build a better future. There's people on here who have been there, done that. Let's share, guys. Let's share, because this year is going to be one of those record trophy landmark years. I can't wait. It's already starting. I mean, May's ready. May's opened up hard, man. We've got dams that are breaking, and we're going to get more leads. We're going to have more business. Things are flying. Now's the time to sharpen your tools, and let's get crushing it. Let's go. Let's keep going here. Matthew Stump, you said the AK Roundtable is giving huge amounts of info. I highly recommend being on it. I have missed the last two, but they're great, especially if this is a start up for you. 100%, and also the recordings too. So we are going to have the recordings, guys. We're putting a whole thing on Asphalt Kingdom, like a whole area where you're going to watch previously recorded roundtables, but only members of the AK Roundtable, like actual inside members of the AK Roundtable, guys. It's totally free to sign up. Just to be inside, be with us. It's a really exclusive group, and it's worth the investment of time because you connect with all kinds of great people. Trust me. Click that link. It's worth it. It's a game changer. Trust me. Trust me. Trust me. All right, Tim Smith. I would not. All right, Tim, what's up? Man, I am so stoked for Tim, man. He's closing deals everywhere. Tim, man, thank you so much for all your shares about how you're closing all those big church deals too. Congratulations on that. Again, another person who's building, growing the heck out of his asphalt maintenance business. And man, oh man, I'm so grateful to have you, Tim, a part of that whole AK Roundtable, brother, and more. You're awesome, bro. Appreciate it, man. I would not miss the AK Roundtable ever. So much knowledge in this group. If you're not attending, you're not giving your company or customers the best service you can. And it's completely available to you guys. Click that link. Trust me. Trust me. We'll see you all there. Nick Mary, another question. Thanks for all these questions, brother. So what is the most realistic, pessimistic estimate of coverage when spraying per square foot coal tar, like one square foot, 1 liter? Yeah, so it's a great question. So Nick, you're buying it by the tote right now. So you're going to get like 25,000 square feet of coverage on a one coat application. So you're getting roughly about that 80 to 100 square feet per gallon for one coat application. I do recommend 2 coats for any commercial work that you're doing, and of course, at that point, you're gonna reduce your square footage coverage on that because you're putting 2 coats down. So you just need to take your cost into that. Nick, that's a great question too, man. Like cover rates are really, really important to understand what they are. But yeah, 80 square feet a gallon. If you're doing a really heavy one coat, you can go 65, 70 square feet a gallon. But we've got people laying down a 2 coat application, 100 square feet per gallon times the 2 coats, right? Here we go. Let's go in. Matthew Stump, getting the Airboss 300. When you expect it to get to VA? June? No, we'll have it to you. We'd have it to you if you put the Airboss 300 order in. You would have, and guys, I don't know if you've seen the Airboss 300, but if you have not, you want to check it out. This, not to pitch you on it, but it's a total market disruptor. There's no air-operated spray system in the marketplace like this that's going to perform like this, and backed up by a bulletproof warranty as well. RhinoWorks is doing a phenomenal job at that build, exclusive through AK. Super excited. We're doing 50 unit build right now. They'll all start shipping middle of May. So by end of May, probably, Matthew, for your Airboss 300. All right, let's go. Holman with for AK. Thank you, Jeremy. Thank you. I'm stoked that you are going to be there tomorrow night. Jeremy Staple, everybody, is not just a great friend now, but somebody I truly respect for his discipline and determination, his dedication to his business, any installation, any asphalt coming, right, Jeremy? And yeah, man, just slugging it out of the park. Just so impressive. And coolest thing ever is that I actually met him down here in Anguilla, which is incredible. Bobby, what's up, man? Hope you're awesome. Judd, what online resource is best to find out who owns commercial lots? I've always drove around and found the address manually. wondering, is an online map with name and address of owner I can send letters to? It's a great question. It's a really great question, and I've got a website that's totally slipped my mind right now, but it ends in .ai, and it's basically a resource, and I'll try to remember it. If not, then do me a favor, send me an email on this. Send me an email on this, and I'll send it over to you. I can't believe I don't remember what it is, but yeah, it basically will scrape the internet and find all kinds of names and resources associated with commercial properties or anything that you're looking for. It's a really solid one. In regards to finding the actual owners and addresses, I mean, you can literally Google it, right? So I would strongly recommend, Bobby, what you would do is you'd look for accounts that have multiple properties and really go after the property management company. That's ideally the situation. So if you go to Google and you just typed in property manager for whatever the business is, or whatever the the property you're really trying to search for, chances are you're going to find them. You're going to find them probably on LinkedIn, but you'll probably find a contact number for their corporate office that you can then dig in a little bit deeper. Google's great for that. But yeah, there's a seamless.ai. That's what it is. Seamless.ai, and seamless.ai will allow you to really do some really great data scraping associated with people who are in the position that you're looking to communicate with. And so check that out. That's pretty cool. And anybody else, if you have any advice for Bobby about that, please do help and share your information on that. In regards to prospecting, like when you're going to go look at potential audience that you're going to go after to convert business, and we talk about this on the AK Roundtable often, prospecting people that you know, people that your people know, and then cold call, right? I wouldn't go to cold call until you've really exhausted, really exhausted people that you know. So on your contact list on your phone, people that you know, contact, right? Check out all the people that you know and ask them, if you're going after small commercial lots, hey, really appreciate the opportunity for me to be able to communicate with you and talk to you about this new business startup that I'm doing, where I own an asphalt maintenance company, striping business, paving company. Just wondering if you know anybody that would be interested in these kind of services in the commercial sector. Do you know anybody who owns gas stations, hotels, motels, golf courses? I don't know, whatever it is, right? And so exhaust the people that you know, that list. Don't exhaust them, exhaust the list, and then people that your people know is ideal, right? So that's what I strongly recommend. Pro seal cutting, what's up, buddy? I don't yet started. Even when you didn't start your first seal coating job and you have a church, a storage, just submit your proposal using Payman Pro. How can I make a follow-up on them? It's a great question. So follow-up is follow-up. Like, did you know that the actual stats around, listen to this. This blew my mind. Grant Cardone, who I listen to sometimes, he's got some good content for sure out there. 48% of people do not follow up one time. Think about that. 48% of people who put out a proposal or an estimate or bid, 48%, which is half, do not even follow up. And then of that 50%, 48% that do, sorry, the 52% that do not, that do follow up, they only follow up one time. So if they only follow up one time, then the percentage continues to drop with the chance of conversion. It takes, in our industry, it can take up to 21 times to convert. And that's for commercial generally, okay? 21 times. And that's not email 21 times. It's a phone call, it's a text message, it's a follow-up to the proposal, it's a reminder, part of sequence automations, those different pieces, but 21 times that you follow up. Now, I'm not saying that I follow up 21 times. What I'm saying is that I'm going to follow up a heck of a lot more than everybody else, because I don't want to just be that average Joe that's doing just what I can do to hopefully convert a deal. I want to win deals. I want to make money. I want to close the deals and build a better future for myself. How am I going to do that? Put them into a system and follow up properly with them. Payman Pro allows you to put all your contacts in there. You can create tasks for yourself, follow up with people, send the proposal again, and set a time, make it time sensitive right now. Inflation and cost of materials going, these time sensitive. Take advantage of the time sensitivity and inflation right now to be able to close more deals. In every upturning market and every downturning market, there's always opportunity. It's completely up to you to embrace, get it, right? So follow-ups, make sure that they're strategic, not just, hey, Judd calling from Asphalt Kingdom, just following up on that proposal. Bring them some more value than that. Could be a video message, right? Hey, Judd here from Asphalt Kingdom and following up. I know you probably have some questions that are maybe stopping you from moving forward, because I really was hoping that you'd move forward before this. But if you can tell me exactly what it is that's preventing you from moving forward, then hopefully I can help make that more comfortable for you, because I really want to earn your business for life. And I don't want you to even think about your parking lot anymore. I want to be the one thinking about your parking lot, protecting it, prolonging the pavement asset, keeping it looking great, and of course, safe too. I don't shooting the shit, guys, but like that, disrupt, do stuff that's different, follow up. So I would say, long-winded way of saying, how can you follow up? Just do it. Follow up by phone, follow up by text message, follow up by email, all fronts. But remember, email's like an old school fax machine. It's kind of outdated. So do things that are disruptive and more modern. All right, let's move on. Hopefully I help answer your question, Mr. Ramos. All right, Jean-Francois Roy, we've got, hi Judd, looking forward to the roundtable. We'll be signing up for this Wednesday. Fantastic, we'll see you on there. Can't wait to see it. By the way, that environment for the AK roundtable is not me sitting here on camera speaking the whole time for an hour. It is actually interactive. You're on a Zoom screen with everybody. You get to see everybody, you get to interact and engage. And that is a pretty awesome thing, because where on planet Earth are you able to connect with people who are in the industry that are just starting out, and then seasoned veterans who have built million-dollar businesses coming together to build a better future, and not just to build a better future for ourselves, but build a better future for this industry, right? Because if we all work together on improving this industry, it gets more sexy for hires, for people coming into the business. It also allows property owners and property managers and customers that, of course, you're going to be making money from, to see our industry as something that's not what it has been for so many years, where it's, people have thought of asphalt, the place you spit gum and you kick dirt and, it's just a parking lot. It's a pavement asset, and it should look great. It should prolong the life of it to save money, and it should be safe. All those things, right? That's why we got to work together to make it a better place. All right, Jean-Francois Roy, one more question here on YouTube. How would you go about pricing a massive 20,000 square foot plus parking lot littered with cracks? Do you go by linear foot when it is that big? Great question. It's a really great question, actually. Littered with cracks, I don't know if that means that the asphalt's too far to be gone. If the asphalt's too far gone to be able to be, renovated, let's say. Because if it is too far gone and there's dirt exposed and it's just, ruined, then it might be time for them to replace it. Because the last thing you want to do is tarnish your reputation by going out and doing a parking lot that really can't be rejuvenated or restored. It needs to be, ripped up and redone. However, if it is littered with cracks, and let's say it's 10 years old and it hasn't been maintained whatsoever, and there are cracks, but they're repairable, and you can seal them. Well, at that point, what I would usually do is I'd take a look at the total square footage of the lot, and rather than measuring each linear foot of the cracks all over the surface, I would take a percentage of that total square footage and convert that into linear feet of cracks. So a parking lot that's 5-6 years old, let's say we took 10% of that total square footage of that 20,000, you get 2,000 linear feet worth of cracks that you would assume would be on that parking lot. Now, if you're getting into something that's 10 years old, 12 years old, never been maintained, then you're probably going to go higher into that 20%. I would assume you probably have 4,000 linear feet, if not maybe 5,000 linear feet cracks that need to be sealed on a lot that big, Jean-Francois. And you'll need about a half a pallet. You'll need about a half a pallet of crack sealer to get that job done properly. And we actually at Asphalt Kingdom, we have all kinds of direct fire hot pour crack sealer. We've got Max Seal and we've got Deary Super Stretch sold right there on the website. So you can check out our crack sealer, guys. But hopefully that helps answer your question. You wouldn't want to measure every linear foot of crack on a parking lot that's really cracked up. Definitely take a percentage. Hopefully that helps. All right. Great questions, guys. This is awesome. Well done. Tim, thank you for the post about seamless.ai. Appreciate it. Chris Philippelli, thank you for doing that too. All right, let's go into Michael Burdon. Here we go. What's the best size spray chip to use for, spray tip for application. Best spray tip for application depends on the application. So if you're doing residential work, you might go 80-20. When you get into commercial work, you probably go an 80-40 and really crank it up to get some wider fan patterns. So it really depends on your application. Are you doing more residential? Are you doing more commercial, more fine cut-ins, or are you doing more big body areas of asphalt, bigger tip, bigger area, right? Or bigger area, bigger tip. Bobby, yeah, no problem, man. You can email me anytime, brother, anytime. Here we go. Nick Mary, anyone use a CRM that integrates a map? Once that would allow me to search customers from a map view so I can bundle customers together. Yeah, great question. I don't know of anybody right off the gate for that, my man. I don't know. I don't know of a CRM that integrates a map like that, but it's a good question. You should send support@pavemanpro.com an email with a wish list item though. Wink, wink. Jean-Francois, again, thank you for the question. Hi, Judd. I will be signing up for the roundtable this Wednesday. Looking forward to it. Quick question. How would you go about pricing a crack filling job? Oh, we already answered that. So I got that. Sorry, buddy. I answered that earlier. Matthew Stump, I have a logo design, but do you have a recommendation for web and social media management and design? My LLC and logos has been completed. Matthew, that's an awesome question, and we're actually going to be, it's not happening right this minute. We've got so much going on at Asphalt Kingdom right now to support you guys. We're trying to come up with all kinds of resources, tools, guides, courses, copy and paste social media posts. Like we're working in the background way harder than a lot of people think right now to give you guys as much as we possibly can. But we're going to be we'll end up starting a digital marketing division of our company, probably rolling into 2023 realistically. In the meantime, brother, like I would just go to like upwork.com or Fiverr, Fiverr, and I would just go to those platforms and really search for a freelancer to come do some work for you on your behalf. And they're really good and very reasonably priced, you know. And don't forget to set up your YouTube channel as well, brother. It doesn't need to be like professionally edited video. You can do a lot. You guys might see a lot of our YouTube channel. I just take my phone in the car and I'll be jamming and I'll just operate that way, you know. So that's kind of you know my suggestion about YouTube is get on there and do some selfie stuff and collect that. By the way, Brian Hess says, what's up, everybody? He's messaging me on my phone right now. Top Contractor School, awesome dude, guys. If you have not connected with Brian Hess, you should do that. topcontractorschool.com, great guy. I know there's people on here right now who are part of the Top Contractor School, and it's definitely, I'm a huge fan, and I've seen some incredible things come out of there as well. Let's dig in over here. See you at the roundtable, Mr. Greg Francis, Seal Coating is Life. We are launching the Driveway Seal Coating Kickstart course tomorrow at 7 p.m. live on our Facebook platform on AK, our YouTube our YouTube AK platform, and then Seal Coating is Life as well on his YouTube channel as well. He's got over 30 million views on his videos. That Driveway Seal Coating Kickstart course is going to be awesome for anybody that's planning on starting their business and or just have started. You're going to get all kinds of great application techniques, marketing videos. You're going to have sales advice. You have role playing on there. You've got all kinds of incredible stuff. So stay tuned for that tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Driveway Seal Coating Kickstart course launch. Juan Santiago, what's up, my man? Considering getting into seal coating, trying to figure out which one will leave less marks on the floor, squeegee or brush. You know, marks on asphalt are okay, my man. Like, don't be afraid to leave texture to a driveway. You know, honestly, guys, it's hard to beat a brush or spray application straight up. A brush on a driveway is awesome. Brushing big commercial lots is challenging, so you should spray them. You know, personally, I've sprayed every application that I've done, whether it's driveway, small commercial, mid-sized commercial, or large commercial. You know, I've sprayed 220,000 square foot lots in 2 days, literally alone with rubber boots. When I say alone, I was the applicator or the spray man, and had somebody that was in, you know, driving the truck, another guy that was using the hose and managing the hose, and so I would strongly recommend, you know, testing out what your preference is, but brush or spray is my preference. I'm not I don't like squeegees personally. Clayton Burdon, thank you for your question. When just starting out, would getting a sprayer be more smart or applying with a squeegee? Same thing. I would get a sprayer regardless, my man. You don't want to be dragging buckets up and down the driveway. You want to be able to have a spray rig down on the road, and whether you're spraying the application or whether you're taking the spray tip off and you're pumping beads of sealer out where you need it, because it's really convenient having the hose with this spray gun with your tip off, and you can pump puddles, move it around with a sealer brush, and you're good to go. You need a spray system even if you're doing applications by hand, guys. Like if you're doing hand applications with brush, you still want your spray system. By the way, you probably can't, oh, there you go. I love crawfish. My wife's from southern Louisiana, from Houma, Louisiana, and I brought this back one day from Houma, Louisiana. I love crawfish, man. Newspapers down, sausage and potatoes and crawfish. Oof. I don't know if any of you like that, but comment crayfish, hashtag crayfish if you like crayfish. Yeah, Nick. Great question about weather, man. How does everyone handle days that call for like a 20, 40% chance of rain? Whew. It's a great question. If it's 20 to 40% rain, my man, it would probably mean that you're not going to work at all this year. Roll the dice, 20% rain, I would definitely go for it. 20 to 40%, I still shoot for that. I don't know about everybody else, but I'm in business to go out and make money, and sometimes business is risky. We want to eliminate or limit the risk, but at the end of the day, you got to get out there and you got to go, man. You got to go. And if things screw up and it splatters, you got to be ready to know how to deal with those situations, right? Know how to deal with those situations beforehand so that you're not out figuring out that shit once you're actually in it. You know, that's the bottom line. But yeah, 20 to 40%. Personally, I was out seal coating like mad, and there were days where it was 20%, 30%, 40%, and it was still sunny. You got the odd cloud that comes through, but don't forget, guys, this is a business. It's a service business, like painting a house, right? I mean, at the end of the day, you're going to have those shitty situations. Nothing's going to be perfect through that process, and know that. The key is to know how to deal with the shit when the shit hits the fan. All right. Nick, prepare yourself, man. Know how to deal with those things when they do arise, so that when they do happen, you can send your guys to go and deal with that cleanup mess while you guys are doing another $3,000 that day up the street, right? That's what I would recommend. Jeremy, again, thank you for that. Yeah, lead revenue is great as well. They're fantastic for leads. I'm not sure if they're doing social media, but they're fantastic lead revenue. Awesome outfit. Awesome. Bobby Weiss, here we go. Used coal tar since I started, never sealed when it was lower than 50 degrees at night. Does the 50 degree at night rule still apply with Seal Master PMM or equivalents? Yeah, 55 degrees Fahrenheit. I wouldn't go below that. Straight up, man. Say anything above 55 degrees Fahrenheit just to be safe, dude. You don't want to go into that kind of risky business where it freezes and you compromise the whole product and outcome of the job. Rain's a little different. You're not going to compromise the whole thing unless you get a monster downpour, but temperature is something that we can really have a forecast on, because you can read it, right? It's not like a cloud that's coming out of nowhere that you can't control. So Clayton, and not that you can control temperature, it's just that you have, it's easier to forecast temperature within a short period of time versus clouds. You know what I mean? Clayton Burdon, okay, perfect, helped a bunch, perfect. Okay, let's go into Baton Rouge, yes. What's up? A-Town. Yeah, crawfish for sure. Crawfish and asphalt, man. Nothing better than a good asphalt money-making day and then coming back and getting the hands cleaned as best as we can and eating some crawfish. No doubt about that, man. Right on. Right on. Jeremy Staples, thank you for all the paying it forward you're doing, man. Alex Coring, you cray-cray. What am I cray-cray about? Alex Coring, what's up, my brother? Sidewalk Safety. Hey, follow them, man. They're crushing it. Check out their website, too. Alex is an incredible human. He's paying it forward all the time, often on the round table as well. Man, I'm seeing a lot of the round table team members on here. Thank you guys for being here and always paying it forward, man. Matthew Stump, how long does it need to dry if calling for rain? And do you check those jobs? Yeah, needing to dry, man, it really depends on what the weather's like. If you're overcast and humid, man, it could be a mess. It could take, 5, 6, 7, 8 hours to dry before you actually can even have water touch it, But it depends. If, in days where it's baking, sunny, hot, I mean, I've seen coal tar and asphalt emulsion sealers dry in like less than 2 hours, man, like way less than 2 hours. I've been in such hot weather where I was seal coating. I probably shouldn't even have been seal coating. It was so hot, but I was seal coating the driveway, get down to the bottom by the street. And by the time I'm done the job, you could already walk on it up by the garage door. It was wild. A-Town, what's up? I'm trying to start my own pothole and cement and seal coating myself. What's the best way to get going? This is the best, man. Like when people say, what's the best way to get started? I'm like, get started. Once you buy equipment, once you buy supplies, and once you're committed and you're into it, then you're really going to crush it. It's like this driveway seal coating Kickstart course that we're launching tomorrow night at 7 p.m. It's going to sell for like $199. It's stacked with like $1,999 worth of value. I'm not selling it for the money. I'm selling it because I need it to be at a price point where people are going to actually invest into it so that it's investing into their future. Because if people don't buy it, if they don't invest, if they don't put their hard-earned money into something, then the chances are they're going to skip through most of it and they're not going to absorb all the information that I spent literally months developing with Greg Francis to be able to give people who are signing up what they need in order to build a successful, thriving business that makes over $1,000 a day, right? And so invest into yourself. And so I hope that answered your question, A-Town, man. It's what do you need to do to start is start. Just decide that you're going to do it. Get your branding together, get your Facebook business page set up, get your Instagram business profile set up, get your YouTube channel set up, get a website set up, get a t-shirt branded and get your t-shirt done, right? Get your baseball cap done. Make sure you have your estimates and your things all branded and professional. Invest into equipment. And then go do it. I don't know any other way to do it. That's the only way. When I want to start a business, and I at this point in my life, I own several businesses. And I'll tell you, the hardest part was sitting around laying in bed thinking about starting my business. That was the hardest part, pondering as to whether or not I was going to start this business. And then when I decided to get it started, shit started happening, man. It's like the hardest part about going to the gym or doing a workout or doing a marathon or doing any kind of run. Let's say you want to go run 6.4 miles, 10 kilometers. The hardest part is thinking about doing it. Not, once you start running, you've started, man. You're on your way, right? Hopefully that helps, buddy. Yeah, the work is there. Don't wonder if you can do it. Yeah, you can do it, man. 100%, brother. You've got that. Bobby Weiss, great advice, man. Just go get it. All right. Let's keep jamming right here. Want the blueprint to start an asphalt? Yeah, that's the blueprint and the driveway seal coating Kickstart course. Team, can you post that link for the 7 p.m. tomorrow night for anybody that wants to get access to it? By the way, if you do want, I'm going to give away right now. I'm going to give away $2,000 right now. I'm going to give you $2,000 of value right now. I'm going to give away 10 driveway seal coating. I was going to do one tonight, but I'm going to do 10 driveway seal coating Kickstart courses. I'm going to give you 10 of them to people who hashtag in the comment right now, start a business. Type in hashtag start a business, all one word, hashtag start a business, Facebook, on YouTube, type that in, and we'll get in touch with you to be able to give you the driveway seal coating kickstart course. And they're $199 right now. They're going to be on special for $199, down from $499, $1,999 worth of value. I'm going to give that to 10 people right now. I just gave away $2,000 worth of stuff. Hashtag start a business. All right. There we go. There you go. Let's go. 10 are going to show up. I know it will. We're almost there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. All right. 10 are done. All right. Right stuff. And you can actually do this as well. Yeah, there you go. We've got a lot. Guys, I'm going to do 10. I can't do more than that, but maybe on the AK roundtable, join me on Wednesday at 7 p.m. Maybe I'll give some out to the whole team there too, but we'll see you there. All right, guys, listen, we've got 6 minutes left. Post your question, post advice. Guys, I want to hear something honestly. I need your feedback. Have you found that Asphalt Kingdom has been an asset and helpful to you in your journey? And if so, can you please give a little bit of feedback about that? You know, there's so much noise out there. A lot of people talk a lot of smack and shit, and they end up complaining about certain things because they're blaming other people or things as to why they're not successful. But I want to hear some good things too, you know, and I hear good things all the time, but I want to hear more of that. We need that because our team over at AK is working literally around the clock. We had people up at 2 o'clock this morning working nonstop. We did a whole site changeover for the design to give you guys a better experience on there. But I really, really would appreciate the feedback as to how, you know, if we've helped you guys, and that's really, really important. Yeah, thank you. Addie and Jake are great, Jean-Francois, man. I appreciate that, bro. Like, yeah, we've got really good team members, man. I'm super stoked to be a part of a culture and a company that's incredible. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that, brother. All right. Thank you, Matthew. I appreciate that, bro. Really do appreciate it. Guys, we, by the way, you know, for anybody who did put hashtag start a business, who is on live here, who took the time out of the day, I don't care how many are on here. I'm going to just give you guys a bunch of these things. So let's get you on the driveway seal coating kickstart course. Looking forward to your feedback in that regard. All right. Any more questions? Thanks, brother. Bobby, appreciate you, man. All right, there's not much else life yet. That helps a lot, Judd. Last question. I have a F350. Gasser, will it pull my SR700 fine? Yeah, man, it will, for sure. For sure it will, bro. Or do you recommend a diesel? Yeah, I mean, a diesel's great, right, because of the torque, but you can go and pull that thing, man, no problem. I think you'll be fine, bro. I think you'll have no problem. And congratulations, too, on growing that SR700. It's a badass machine. Tim, thank you for your feedback. All right. I work in the field. Asphalt Kingdom was the best info. Everybody, man, you guys, God bless you. God bless you. Thank you, man. Jean-Francois, how would you go prospecting as a newbie in 2022? This is it, man. This is it. Get on your phone, your contact list. Prospecting. Actually, if you go to YouTube and you type in sales prospecting, Asphalt Kingdom is one word. We've got videos on YouTube that you can watch there about prospecting. I speak about car dealerships. I speak about storage facilities. I speak about a bunch of different things, but prospecting is an area that's huge for me. I actually have it up on my board here. You probably can't see it, but like prospecting, it's people that your people know, people that you know, people that your people know, and then cold calling in an order of priority. And then you want to connect, right? So how are you connecting with those people? Phone call, you're doing a site visit, you're text messaging, you're inboxing them on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn, you're shooting them an email. I mean, you're connecting on all fronts as much as you can, you know? And yeah, Tim, beat down the doors and don't give up. Tim, I know you've been crushing it, brother, and it's because you're relentless. You're disciplined and determined to go after the actual people that you know are going to convert into customers. Thank you, Mr. Ramos. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, and Glenn is awesome too at our company. It's incredible. On Friday, I was with my team and we're just expressing so much gratitude to each other. I hope that you guys in your company get to experience this. And if you're just starting out a company, I want you guys to really think about culture and really learn about the depth of what culture is in your business, and how it's like, it's the difference between a healthy company like with vitals that are awesome and strong, and one that's weak and dark. And a healthy, strong company is attractive for hires. It's attractive for customers. It's a bright light and it's shining. Think about that for your business. All right. Culture is king. 110%. Topcontractorschool.com. They teach about culture a lot. Three great companies that come to mind just out of the gate. The paving group, Brian Hess, has an incredible culture in his company. Kevin Gray, ADC Paving, incredible culture in his company. And Keith Calloway Senior, K&L Industries, huge shout out, incredible culture in the company. You know what's incredible about all of that is that they communicate so often about culture and the importance of building a thriving, awesome, bright, energetic company. And the people that they involved in their circle, and the people that they involve, and the people that are part of that circle. And I think we would all agree, when you're a part of something that is powerful and bright and feels unstoppable and right, if it feels really right, then it kind of becomes, again, inevitable that you're going to have the same thing. Are you plugged into positivity? Are you plugged into negativity? Or plugged into companies and people that actually have been there and done that, and that you want the same? You want the same success. You want that same feeling of feeling that unstoppable feeling. I'll tell you, man, I feel unstoppable. My team feels unstoppable. Our customers feel unstoppable. And that's what you want for your business too. So I'm going to end right there at the AMA right now, first Monday of every month. Ask me anything, Asphalt Kingdom. And thank you guys for all paying it forward, for being a part of this mission, allowing us to be a part of your journey. It's something extremely exceptional for us, and very, very special as well, is to actually have the ability to be able to sit here right now and speaking with you about your future and the opportunities that lie ahead. I believe in you. I know you can make it happen. And there's one way to continue to do it. And let's make life so, positive and magical and successful, because it's right there to be had. Jeremy, Tim, everybody, Bro Seal Coating, Mr. Ramos, thank you guys all for everything that you do. From the whole team at Asphalt Kingdom, we will see you tomorrow night on the Driveway Seal Coating Kickstart course launch, and we'll see you Wednesday on the AK Roundtable, 7 p.m. Excited for this stacked week, and I hope you're stacking up your week well. Cheers to all the success in the world. Good night.